3 years ago, I made a YouTube video called Lego Town Chronicles 3 Automation Part 1. Today, make yourself some popcorn, fetch those Total Eclipse glasses that you have in a drawer, because I bring you Automation Part 2.
The Hogwarts Express train has been retrofitted with a Raspberry Pi computer. In this video, you will see how it was designed and how it is controlled. We have created an application that will run on your mobile phone. When you move the power control forward, you'll see the train moving forward. When we move the power control backwards, the train will then move backwards. The speed is variable. The analog control on the top shows the speed as direct feedback from the train. From this app, we can turn the lights on, we can turn them off, or go back to auto. And what auto does is when the train believes it's night or day, it will turn the lights on and off. Since the motor requires a minimal amount of amps to move, you can calibrate the idle speed. So like when the display is almost entirely yellow, we do not supply any power to the motor until that dial gets out of the yellow region. When I was recording the previous video clip, I was not paying attention, and the train track slowly scooted off the table, and I heard this loud crash, and there were Legos everywhere. But fortunately, the motor was still running, and the lights were still on, and the onboard computer was still in one piece. The software on the train provides a lot of diagnostic information about its internal operations. Unfortunately, though, Lego falling off a table is a hardware problem. Hello. I'm on a Cub Scout camp out right now doing video editing on my phone. Don't judge me. For a couple of weeks, our kitchen table had Lego parts, electronic parts, a soldering iron. I was texting my wife's patience. The core of the train is a Raspberry Pi Zero-W. It is a low-cost, low-power computer at only $10. This is the Dexter Studios breakout board. All that means is I don't have to solder so much. The onboard computer controls the lights, the motor, via this circuit board, the Seed Studios motor controller. Everything is powered by the Lego's Power Function rechargeable battery. The motor controller also has the responsibility of routing this power to the computer. This mess of wires is my custom circuit board that takes the battery power and routes it to all the components it needs to. The two channels from the motor controller are wired to power function sockets on both sides of the train. Lego Power Functions is a 4-conductor wire that has a constant 9 volts, a constant ground, and then 2 wires for the variable voltage. We have added an ambient light sensor so the train knows if it's day or night. We have added a compass so the train knows what direction it's going in. And long term, we're going to add a camera, a small OLED screen, and an MP3 player. We are using the Lego Power Functions train motor and the Power Function lights. We have lights both at the front of the train and in the passenger car. The total cost of all the non-Lego parts is under $100. The software on the train is based off of a library called Foglight that is developed by a company called Object Computing Incorporated. I had the opportunity to demonstrate the entire software capabilities at a technology conference called Strange Loop here in St. Louis. Since I work for Object Computing Incorporated, it was only natural that I gave the presentation to my peers as well. I was much more nervous about this presentation than the one in front of hundreds of people at Strangeloop. More information on how to build your own LEGO Smart Train can be found online at the presented website. Thank you for your time and happy building.